Hello guys, welcome to today's lecture. My name is Hadi. Today I'm going to talk about functions. What's a function? For example, let me give an example. If you want to write a code and use it once or 2 times or 3 times in separate places. For example, I say I have 100 lines of codes. I want this to be used once, then after that I may use some other line of codes, some other codes, then after that again I want to use the previous 100 line of codes. So if I write that again, this time it will take a space also, and also it will take the too much execution time. So I just need to have a function which I can call it once or twice or any time that I want. So this is a function that we need to have. Functions, we have built-in functions, and also we have user-defined functions. Built-in functions are those functions which are built-in inside, for example, I'm using div C++. It has some libraries, header files, just like math.h is a header file. It has functions, built-in functions, just like sqrt, power. These are the built-in functions that we are going to use, so they are built-in. User-defined functions are those functions that we want to make by ourselves. We need that, so we are going to make that function. So guys, this is about function. Let's go through the slides. Function. So what's a function? A function is a set of instructions that are designed to perform a specific task. It will perform a specific task. Types of functions: built-in functions, user-defined functions. Built-in functions are functions that have already been defined as a part of a language, just like math. In math.h header file we have sqrt function or power function, and also one other function I'm going to name cbrt cube root. It can be used in any program. So the built-in functions are provided for general use. User-defined functions, the functions created by a user. A user-defined function has 3 parts: function declaration or prototype, which is going to be declared after including the header files. For example, I included the iStream header file, then I'm going to declare my function. And then function definition, I will define my function, and I will write the codes inside that function. That is called function definition. And when I call the function inside my main function, then it will be executed, otherwise it will not be executed. So function declaration or prototype. In function declaration, the following information is provided to a compiler: name of function, type of data returned by the function, which kind of data it's returning, the number and types of arguments, how many types of arguments you want to send inside the function. So these 3 things are included in the function declaration: name of function, type of return type, and arguments. So function declaration syntax is, first we are going to write a return type, just like our main function, which was int main. Int means the return type is integer. We are going to return an integer type data, and the function name, our main function was main. Then our arguments, in main function we are not going to send any argument inside the main function, so we have nothing there. So yeah, here for example void main or int main, then int sum, int here int sum, int is int or integer. This is the return type, and sum is name of function, and we have two argument. We are going to send two type of data inside our sum function. So then we have void print int float char. Here you made a this is the declaration. We have to use the semicolon. So function definition, the actual code of the function, what your function will do. Set of instructions that are written to perform a specific task. This will perform a specific task. Function definition is always outside the main function. Of course, we are going to use it outside the main function, just same as function declaration. It can be written before or after the main function. You can write it before main function or after main function, no matter. So function definition. The function definition consists of two parts. These are declarator and body of function. In function definition we are going to declare it just same as the function declaration, but there is no semicolon. And the body of function, declarator, it is heading line of the function definition. The only difference between declarator and declaration is semicolon. I mentioned. Body of function, the set of statements enclosed in braces after the declarator are called the body of the function. Syntax, type, return type, function name, then list of parameters. This is the declarator part. Then inside the braces we are going to write the code, which is the body of the function. And calling a function, executing the statement of a function to perform a task. When you call your function inside main function, then it will be executed, otherwise it's not going to be executed. So let's create a program, write a program to print this message, well done champions, on the screen using a function. Just display well done champions, but you have to use a function inside your program. So guys, let's do this. Let's open deep C++. Okay, I'm just going to remove this one, we don't need this. So guys, I told you that when we are going to make a function, first we have to declare it. Here I'm going to declare that the return type of my function is void. It means no return, we are not going to return any value. So my name would be just like this for display. Then I'm not gonna write anything here. It means our function does not have any argument. So the semicolon, which means this is the declarator, function declaration. Now for function definition, I'm going to use the same void display, but no semicolon. Instead I'm going to open the braces. Now what was my function is going to do? It's going to display a champion. So cout, well done champions. This is the text to be displayed. So this is the first part. Let's write a comment. This is the function declaration, and this one is the function definition. And we are going to call it inside our main function. Inside our main function there is no any other code, just I'm going to call the display function display, write the name, and we are not going to send any arguments, so this is empty. That's empty. Now let's just compile it. So I have compiled, there is no error, and let's just run it. What's going to happen? Well done champions. See, only well done champions is displayed. If I only called it once, so it will be displayed once. If I call it so many times, it will be displayed so many times. As much as I call, this is also going to be executed. So this was the three parts. I didn't mention this one here. If I cut the function definition part and I use it, I write it after the main function, there is no difference. Here also it will work, no matter. I'm going to compile it, no error, no warning, and run. Same thing. Well done, champions. See, there is no matter. But for function declaration in div C++, if I remove this one, if I just remove this one, sorry, let me just remove this one. So I just remove that. Now if I compile it, it will give me error. Display was not declared in the scope. It means I just removed the declaration part. But if I cut, my definition, now I'm going to paste it before main function. Then if I compile it, then there is no error, no warning, no need of the declaration. I have here white display. It's also going to use the same thing, but it should be before main function. So guys, this was a function, but there is no return type, no argument. Let's make a program which is going to send argument to the function. I'm going to make another function. Just let's make a function which is going to add two numbers and only add them and display it. No need of returning the value. So no need of return value, so we are going to use it void, and I'm going to write the name of the function as add, and here I'm going to write the list of which I'm going to send two integer type data, for example a and b, and these two should be added. I'm going to add both of them here. Just I'm going to write cout addition will be displayed is equals to, then I'm going to just write a plus b. But what's a plus b? I have to mention here integer a and integer b. So here a and b will be added and it will be, the result will be displayed. So here I should call the function. Here I did not use the function declaration because I just wrote the a function, the definition is outside the main function before main function. So I'm not gonna write the function declaration. Just add, and here I can just send two value 10 and 30. So these both are the values that I'm going to send it to the function. So if I compile it, run it, oh I didn't write the semicolon, so let's see, compile, run. It should give me the addition equals to 30, yeah, 40. Why 40? Because 10 plus 30 will be 40. So this was sending argument to a function and adding them. So how about if we return a value to the main function? So let me just write a function which is going to return the result. So what's the data type it's going to send? This is int. I'm going to write the name of add function, and I'm just going to send integer a and integer b. So these two are sent to as an argument inside the main function, and main function will receive both of them and will return. So I'm going to write it directly, return what? A plus b. Just add them and return the result. So here when I'm sending 10 and 30, when the result comes, where should I put that? So I should have another variable to take the value. Here I'm going to write a, no matter, this is another a and this is another a, because they are local variables. If they are local variables, it means this is going to be used in only one function. So here it's another function, this is another function. So I'm just going to use a here as another variable, here this is another variable. If I use global variable, so that will be used in every function, and if I just change it in a sub function, then that will be changed in whole. So it means everywhere that will be that will have the same value. So here this is another a. I'm just going to print this cout equals to added equals to, I'm just going to print a. Let's see what a is here. So let's just, here actually I'm sending 10 inside the add function and also the b. 10 is saved inside a integer and 30 is saved inside b integer. Then they both will be added and will be returned here. When it is returned, it will be saved inside the a variable, then it will be displayed beside added equal. So let's compile it and let's run. So the result would be added equals to 40. Yeah. So guys, this was about the function. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next lecture.